Of all the customer DIY exhaust work we have seen on Mechanical Nightmare, this is easily one of the absolute worst.
I went to the downstairs and this is what they did. Mr. Muffler.
Mr. Muffler himself. I don't know if this guy's looking for a job. Maybe we could hire him. I don't know if he works at the can factory or at the spray foam factory.
2013 Chev truck. My front end's making noise. Well, there's your problem, lady.
Oh, this cabin air filter is 21 years old. 21 years, it's never been changed. Now it's getting changed.
This mechanic had spent 6 hours diagnosing this truck and had just gone on his lunch break when one of the salesmen grabbed the keys without checking whether the repair was finished. They then hit the remote start button and the truck promptly went up in flames. Thankfully no one was hurt, but I have a feeling that salesman might be out of a job.
Let's go with the ignition on or...
The rear main seal on this mechanic's car would only leak with the engine running. After removing and reinstalling the transmission a few times, they came up with this genius move, because the starter can't be fitted unless the transmission is already in place.
You know, on these new Colorados, you got to be really cautious. The wheel speed sensors can actually throw a check engine light, and they can put you in reduced power. So you don't really want those kinds of problems.
Ladies and bozos, if you ever need a cotter pin to tie up your axle nut and you don't have one, just put a zip tie in it. It'll stick. That ain't backing out. That's mint right there.
Customer states they think there's brake fluid leaking from the vehicle. If only they hadn't ignored the brake pad wear sensor warning on the dash.
Bro, the diagnostic duck won't leave. He over there at work early in the morning. We tried to take him to a lake. He flew back within 30 minutes. Guess they got him on a hell of a pay plan.
Customer wanted to know if this was safe to drive on for a couple more days before getting it fixed. It's the AC compressor clutch eating through the cover, but most surprising is that the AC still blew cold.
My truck won't stop. And my brakes started to make a horrible noise yesterday. Sure they did, lady.
Customer gets it towed in. Customer states no start. I'm like, yo fam, you out of gas? He's like, no, I'm not. I know my car. Let's see. Cylinder injection cutout, high pressure fuel plausibility, rail pressure sensor plausibility. Sir, you're out of gas. I know what the problem is. You ain't got no gas.
This customer must have felt and heard this flat tire, but decided the best diagnostic tool was to turn the radio up. The mechanic bought this Ford Focus for dirt cheap because of this hole in the engine. Surprisingly, it still ran perfectly fine and even made the 40-minute drive back to the shop. They did have to constantly top the oil up, however, and went through a total of 16 quarts of oil on that drive.
Working on these ball joints, and you're wondering what it looks like if there's a bad ball joint. Well, it's not supposed to go up and down, and I can move this freely. Oh, stuff's falling off. Yeah, it's not a good, definitely not a good ball joint. That's on both sides.
Fiesta, no brake light. That one works, that one works, this one don't. Bent alphas, numerous bulbs, you can't fix it. No, nothing at all there, is there? I mean, you can see the filament, you can see that it's burnt, it's the wrong bulb and it's crammed in the hole. who wants to take an educated guess at what's wrong with it.
The mechanic who filmed this has been wrenching for 30 years, and this is the first broken crosspin they've ever seen that wasn't in a race car. Customer filled up their Chevy Cruze with diesel, and this was after it had been flushed and had some new plugs put in. Most of the smoke is because of the diesel still left in the fuel rail.
One last try. I think she's dead. More straight pipe. What?
Customer states their door is acting funny.
Moment of silence for Blueberry. Customer's booked a hamster. Didn't even get home with him. He got out in the car. They couldn't find him. Yo died. Brings the car in because it smelled like a dead animal.
You got the horns playing? You got to have the horns playing on that.
Customer's complaint was their BMW has a rough idle, high fuel consumption, and a fair bit of smoke coming out the exhaust. Customer rode their motorcycle in with the front tyre looking like this. Safe to assume the customer had been driving with a leak for quite a while.
Round 2, fight!
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't gotta worry about that.
Customer states that this happens to their CR-V's screen exactly 5 minutes after driving every single time. They had tried a ton of fixes, and it turns out it was being caused by specifically having the vents blowing on hot.
So I replaced the door handle, little plastic piece was missing. Customer said it was in the center console, not in here. We got some lube, some condoms. Okay, cool. Let me check right here. Yep, there it is. There it is, that plastic clip I needed.
Customer thought this rust was just for supporting the trunk and wasn't that fussed. The mechanic had to explain to them that it's the supports for the crash bar, and if they got rear-ended it wouldn't be great.
So we've got another one by the back street, Cowboys. Cat delete. I wonder if he's paid for a DPF delete and they've just not told him that it's a cat. Shocking. And I mean, it's clearly a modification. It's clearly going to fail an MOT. It's just a bodge job from the start to finish.
As you'll soon see, some genius likely caused this by putting one of the brake pads in backwards. The customer sent in this video asking why his girlfriend's car door would be leaking out this water, likely because of the bad windowsill in combination with a partially clogged door drain.
states I lost my power steering. Well, I'm going to take a lucky guess that not having your pulley is probably the problem.
Customer states brake pedal is going to the floor. Bro, you could have just looked at your wheel and seen what was going on here. You didn't have to bring this to us. I appreciate you though, because this is gravy.
Customer bought the Subaru a week ago from an auction, and it apparently ran totally fine until they did an oil change. Either extremely unlucky, or it's possible someone put thick oil in it to hide the knock when putting it through the auctions. This customer hadn't been keeping up to date on their oil changes, leading to the turbo oil feed filter screen clogging up, which then in turn destroyed the turbo. Thanks for watching another episode of Mechanical Nightmare. I hope you enjoyed. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button. If you have your own clip, you can send it to us using the link in the description. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.